Naruto 609, the end, action-packed, awesome, awesome, awesome chapter, and a lot of things that were explained to us, and some of it excruciatingly explained to us, the whole way that the Kamui works with Obito is now we see. So it's been explained, we now understand. So anyway, right in the beginning, there's the whole deal about Obito's way, right, his philosophy that he turned Kakashi around, that he's completely lost, which is an awesome story in and of itself, that part of it. And then the whole thing about him, the trash talk, and he's telling Kakashi to stay in his trash bin, and Naruto's like, he's just like me. Then you, of course, the whole switch with the Kyuubi, the new ability we see, that whenever the Kyuubi spirit is in Naruto's body, that he can infuse chakra and maybe even heal people. That's another thing that might be a power or ability he might have whenever he switches. So anyway, no, but beating the heck out of the whole thing about Kakashi's on the other side. And for me, it wasn't just about Kakashi hitting the portions, you know, the way that Kamui works, that are showing up in the other dimension, right? It's that it's really seen from Kakashi that his resolve, he can tell this isn't his friend anymore. He's really accepted, this is not my friend anymore. This person is not my friend anymore. This is a different Obito, which I think with a lot of people were really coming to, I guess, as I explained myself in earlier videos, that this is really the only way to understand this character. This character has reached, like you say, a tipping point. He's a certain critical area that this is not that Obito anymore. And so that's just kind of the way it is. So, of course, that leads to the discussion, a big, long discussion that I'm not going to have in this video, which we've already been having. You know, will Obito be redeemed, at least partially, to the end? And, you know, how much of his personality now is something that's infused from Madara as far as the Zetsus? And so that's something, I guess, for another video. But anyway, this was watching action at an incredibly high level, and I absolutely was really pumped up with it. This would have been a really good live reaction video, but then again, I would have missed, you know, half of the stuff that was going on. So, but another thing is the answer to Guy. You know, he's really drained. How is he going to survive? Well, now that if Tailed Beast can do that, and remember that B was supposedly the perfect host for Tailed Beast, so how can the perfect host not have that has an awesome relationship, right, with the Eight Tails, not be able to do the switch and then infuse Guy with some chakra and save his life, right? So I think that that's a possibility to save Guy, and that's if nobody else comes in. We don't know who else is going to come in. All these other cliffhangers, and it isn't. I mean, there's so many cliffhangers. It isn't if somebody else can come in. It's who, you know, which group or of people or whatever that's going to come in to turn the tide on this. And at the end, of course, it was absolutely fantastic the way that Kishimoto did this. The Tailed Beasts, okay, are going to basically stop the reforming of the Ghetto Mazo. And the whole thing of them getting the double beast bomb, that was fantastic to watch. Boom. But of course, and in the end, it's not a shock what happens, because what is the Ghetto Mazo missing?
The 8 and the 9 tails chakra. That seemed to be, they only got a small piece, remember the 2 pieces there of the chakra? And once the chakra from the beast bombs hits, 10 tails. Wow. 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 I mean, a lot of us, myself included, the pacing of this has been too, well, it's not slow now, is it? We have 10 tails. This is incredible. Whoa. Okay. Well, there's a lot of discussion here. But the last thing that I want to leave on as far as the story, and a lot of people are not going to like what I'm going to say right now. I think, now I was wrong about the transition last time, and maybe I'm wrong this time, but to me this absolutely is a perfect time to switch to another part of the story. I think it is. The Ten Tails is back. We know the characters that are there. This situation can be put on ice. We can go now. The real question that I'm going to ask, one of the questions here, because there's a lot going on in this chapter 609, is what will we switch to next? What are we going to go to next? in 610? Is it going to be Sasuke, Uchimaru? Is it going to be the Kages? Are we going to go back to the main army? Are we going to go back to them? Are we going to go to the other Konoha elite ninjas, the friends of Naruto and everything? Where are we going to go? That's my question. Another thing is, where do you think we're going to go? Another, which one do you want to see? Which one of these groups, and I'm sure I've left out some of them, do you want to see come back, and maybe even Kabuto gets himself together and comes? I mean, so this is, where do you think we're going to go? Where do I think we're going to go? I think that there's a good chance that it could be Sasuke and Uchimaru, because whatever they're doing is going to be critical. I would prefer to see the Kages come back. I want to see the results of that. I really want to find out who's going to live and who's going to die, and who's going to be able to affect this battle in some way. But my suspect is they don't have the ability. I mean, if they couldn't handle Madara, then they don't. So as much as I want to see them, I'm going to say that we're going to go to Sasuke and Uchimaru, which will make a lot of people happy. And I think we're going to find out a lot more. Since this is evidently at the end, we're going to find out a lot more about what's going on from them. And I think that's really actually the best route overall for us to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Once again, I appreciate all my subscribers, old and new. I appreciate your support, the comments that make this channel an awesome channel in my opinion, and my viewers. So a thumbs up would be awesome. It would absolutely be awesome. Really would appreciate it. Also, you can always subscribe, you can unsubscribe, you can do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.